Hey VGA crew, Mike Amari here with the question of the week. Question of the week, of course, was which book or book series would you most love to see adapted into a video game or a video game series? I could go on really for a lecture's worth about this, as I am an English teacher and as someone who loves video games and books in equal measure. This is kind of tailor-made for me. I'll try to keep it brief for you though, Matt. Quite honestly, the book that stands out most to me, because it is my favorite book, is Stephen King's The Stand. It makes sense for a lot of reasons. For those who aren't familiar with the book, it is this sprawling epic across the United States after everything's been just decimated by a viral outbreak that's basically killed off 90% of the population. You have two factions. You have Mother Abigail on the side of good, Randall Flagg on the side of bad, and they kind of like pick up their own believers, as they kind of go across the United States until they meet somewhere in the middle where they have the last stand of good and evil fighting over each other. It's big, it's epic, there's tons of characters in it, there's great, just harrowing moments, and it really is just one of the best post-apocalyptic books you can ever read. It would make lots of sense given how many games these days are open world RPGs or open world action RPGs. This thing could fit really well just using the engine from GTA 5. Because you have so many characters you're following and on different sides of a conflict, you can just do what they did in GTA 5. You're following with one character for a bit, you hit a button, it pops out on that map of the United States, and then zooms in on someone who's across the country having their own story. Basically take GTA 5, mix in some of Last of Us and Last of Us Part 2, and you got yourselves a really compelling package. And something that, honestly, Stephen King adaptations are really hot right now. So doing something that's, attached to Stephen King would guaranteed banger sellers. Now, if you want to go a little esoteric, if you are, someone who's still stroking your chin over your English degree, like I sometimes did, of course, we can always use Infinite Jest. Of course, you would get the physical version because the whole reason to have it is to have it on your shelf to say that you've played it, much like with the book. No one's really read that book. They have it on their shelf so they can point to it and say that they've read it. And then if you do play the game, all it is just an updated version of Virtua Tennis. See, that's a joke for the 3 people who have actually read Infinite Jest. Thanks again for listening to me this week, guys. I look forward to being with you again next week.